We're at Westfields with the Chief Executive, Andy Morris. This is the first time that I've been here this season, so can you assess the season so far for you?
Yeah, by all means, Matt. It's been an up and down start. We've had a good run, then we've had a poor run, and we're in the middle of two back-to-back defeats at the moment. So we're up there, and we're in the top 8, which is we would like to be top 4 at this stage of the season. But we're doing okay. We've got a totally changed side because of all the young lads we've had to bring in because of injuries to various players, particularly more established players like Ryan Green, Sam Gwynn, Joel Edwards. We lost Craig Jones, which was a big mess. He's now decided to retire. So we're re-establishing ourselves, if you like. So it's a difficult period for us, but we're getting through it, and you take each game as it comes. But it's been a stop-start season in terms of results.
COVID hit you hard, 2019-2020 season, you're expected to win promotion. Then last season it was the points per game and you missed out. How frustrating is it not to have been promoted and seeing the league above with 19 teams and it being a bit of a mess?
It is. It's a total frustration, Matt. And the first season you touched on there, we were 13 points clear and we were heads on to go up into the Southern League South and West. And then that was abandoned because of COVID. Then last season we only played 5 games in the league, and that COVID then stopped the season. So the league or the FA decided to join the two seasons together to do a points per game, and we missed out by the narrowest of margins to Binfield, and Binfield went up and we stayed down. The biggest problem then was when it was only 19 teams in the Southern League South and West. I made a really good plea to the FA and indeed to the Southern League, and we spoke on it, and we were told to stay in the Hellenic League, and it wasn't all about how many clubs were in that particular division. We would have to go and win it and all come runners up now in this new way they're going to do it this season. The runners up will have a good chance of going up as well. But it was a real big frustration because we got everything right off the field. The off-field, as you've seen tonight, the boardroom, the sponsors' lounge, the whole ground is fit for Southern League South and West, and it's very frustrating that we're not there. And we just got to get the team right on the pitch, which Phil Glover is working hard with his staff, and I'm sure we will get it right on the pitch. And who knows, we might have a late run and get ourselves promoted.
You've got a number of former Hereford players on the books, as Joel Edwards, Ryan Green, Rob Purdy. They've been injured. Any chance of them coming back?
Certainly Joel Edwards will be back. Joel is certainly responding to his operation, which he had 2 weeks ago, and he's anxious to get back, and he'll be under Joe Darley's auspices to get him fit and playing. Rob Purdy only played 10 minutes for us, and he's been out injured since. I don't know too much about how his progress will be. Ryan Green, I think that's maybe a slow starter, and I think Ryan's at the wrong age to sort of make a comeback. But if he did, he'd be most welcome. But I know he's down in Cardiff, and he will be perhaps a little bit beyond coming back again.
23rd of November, you're back at Edgar Street to face Hereford FC. You must be looking forward to the game.
Absolutely. I mean, we love playing Hereford, whether it's here at Aldpay Park or down at Edgar Street. The last time we played at Edgar Street, of course, against Hereford, we won 4-1. Had a great result, knocked them out of the cup, and we would be looking to do the same again this year. It's always a good game, and I like Josh Gowling and Steve Burr. I think they're a pair of good managers, and I'm sure they'll respect us because they played here in a pre-season friendly. They know what we'll be coming with and what we can do. There's
been a lot of history with Westfields and Hereford over the years with players playing for both sides, non-contract reserves. You touched on it to me earlier in 72 you played for Hereford when Hereford beat Newcastle. Colin Addison took the team on a bit of a parade of Herefordshire.
I did, Colin took, to celebrate the Giant Killers, he took to Ross Town, to Ledbury Town, to Kingston Town, to Leominster Town to celebrate the success. And Fred Potter was the goalkeeper, got injured. David Icke was the number 2 keeper, and he went missing a couple of times. And Colin called me in from Westfields, along with a number of other Westfields players at that time. And I played in 3 or 4 of those games, and happy memories for me playing at Ledbury and behind Mick McLaughlin and Alan Jones and Ken Mallender and Dudley Tyler, because they were my idols at that stage, because I'd been to Newcastle, I'd been to West Ham, I'd been to Northampton, so I'd been to all those games, and then to be playing with those lads was fantastic. But Colin was fantastic for the camaraderie between Westfields and Hereford in those days was brilliant, and it came through after that, you know, with Frank Lord and John Sillett and Ian Bowyer. And then perhaps since the non-league days, it has drifted a little bit. And of course, we've come up the pyramid and they've come down the pyramid. So it's a little bit different now, because we're often playing against each other. Who can remember, you know, Boxing Day 4 years ago when we had 4,500 at Edgar Street for the match against Westfields and Hereford. So yeah, it's always nice to be part of it.